gel with the girls. Rap feuds are returning, but instead of squabbling on Twitter, people are making fun of each other in their bars. Megan insulted Nicki by releasing a derogatory song about her and calling her a bitter, washed-up rapper. With this song, Megan not only effectively outed Nicki, but she also exposed Nicki's jealousy of her and dragged her jobless husband. Less than an hour later, Nicki attempted to respond with her own diss song, which made the internet spit out. Meg was only going to have to answer eventually, and she did so without hesitation. Many people believe that this quarrel began suddenly, but it has been building for a few years. The reason behind their initial beeping is still unknown, but people became aware of their differences a few months after they published their joint album. Despite the song 6, a hot girl summer claims they never spoke to each other again, and Nicki even unfollowed Meg on Instagram. It seemed that when Meg worked with Cardi B on the WAP, things went worse. In fact, Megan made it very apparent that she had no issues with Nicki.
They said, me and Nicki still cool. Duh. How would we not be cool?
When a fan questioned if she and Nicki were still cool at the time of WAP's release. Are Nicki and I still cool? Of course. However, Nicki was getting ready to cause trouble while Meg was over there going about her business because only a few months later, she threw some major shade at Meg and her song Seeing Green. In it, she criticized Meg for being a rampant alcoholic and writing songs to appease TikTok in an attempt to get a hit.
Hey yo, I am the star in any room that I stand in. I am the standout, you just my stand-in.
Nicki said, I am the star in any room that I stand in. In this terrible time, I might be the one who stands out. TikToken had best thick tick making these thirsty bees dance. I understand their alcoholism. Meg responded with a few claps on her Something for the Hotties EP. But the line in the song That Ish, I remember girls used to clap for me happily, which she used to mock Nicki for not winning a Grammy and for being an old, washed-up rapper, was what really got people talking. The females are upset with me now that I've taken over. A blog aiming to make fun of me doesn't bother me. Even though I'm the hottest recording Academy female, I'm still the coldest. Although I'm the big brother, I'm not the oldest. Be a hater who is trying to stand out, man. No one is coming to see you, Otis. They are still back and forth on a number of songs. But Nicki recently went too far by making fun of Megan's tragedy by talking about it. If you've been following Megan's case, you're aware of the amount of bullshit she's had to endure in order to convince people that he is, in fact, the real deal. In the song FTCU, Nicki chooses to act clumsy and makes fun of her, saying,
The slippy like a Mickey. Stay in your Tory lane, bitch. I am not Iggy.
I will never slippy like a Mickey, stay in your Tory lane B. I'm not that Iggy. Meg was done with Nicki and her shenanigans by now, and this was a clear jab at Megan. Meg saw right through Nicki's obvious attempt to irritate her, and she got precisely what she wanted. Hers is a new song she released, and in it, she begs Nicki to forgive Megan, saying, These girls don't be mad at Megan. The girls are upset about Megan's law. I'm not really sure what the issue is, but I can tell you guys don't want me to begin. You never have to come check on me at every opportunity, AP. Would your frail self please come speak to me? Though the G must stand for Goofy Baby, B's claim they G. When I heard that, I was gagging since Megan had completely chewed through Nicki. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the McGain legislation, it is essentially a federal statute that was passed in the U.S. back in 1996 that mandates that all offenders register in each state they relocate to. Everyone knows then that they have committed SA. Thus, the bar was a clear allusion to Nicki's husband's criminal record. He was 15 years old when he was apprehended, and he fulfilled his sentence. Every time he relocates to a new state, he must now register as an offender. The truly bizarre thing, though, is that Nicki's brother was arrested for the same offense, so Kenneth wasn't the only person in her network who acted in that manner. As you can see, Megan not only embarrassed Nicki, but also a member of her family, and she showed no remorse in doing so. As you can probably already infer, Nicki was furious when she heard the song and started acting irrationally on social media in an effort to give the impression that she didn't care. In fact, Nicki went live on Instagram to premiere a diss track against Meg that she was preparing to release shortly, less than an hour after Meg's song was posted. She made fun of Megan for nearly losing her life and ridiculed her for Tory's attacks on her once more. She even went so far as to ridicule Megan for having the same flow throughout all of her tracks, claiming that despite winning 3 Grammys, Megan didn't know how to rap. To make matters worse, Nicki chose to retweet several of the jokes that were directed at Megan's foot.
Bad bitch, you like 6 foot. I call it big foot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot.
Meg, on the other hand, isn't worrying about Nicki's impending diss and all those dubious tweets she was like, because she uploaded a meme of herself laughing at Nicki as Nicki was spiraling out of control on Twitter. She is more than satisfied that she has Nicki on her side. The funny thing is that this is only the beginning. The entire scenario is a complete disaster. From here on out, it's really only going to get worse. And I already know that the stands will be refueling frequently to keep things going. People have a lot to say about this, as usual, and they blame Nicki for being the one who started it all. One reader stated, "Every day I start losing more and more respect for Nicki Minaj," in reference to Nicki's appearance in the foot photos featuring Megan. Like, having a pointless feud with Megan Thee Stallion is one thing, but making fun of her trauma on the internet is just too much. Like another person remarked, "This is not typical behavior. Nicki Minaj, you loved all these filthy tweets about Megan Thee Stallion. You have been waiting for this very moment ever since you discovered that she would not make fun of you for making fun of someone getting hurt. I hope your karma comes through. I want to know what you think. But first, I'm going to sit on that neck all day." How do you feel about Megan making fun of Nicki and her family? Do you guys also think Nicki will be coming from Megan's entire family, and this song is her next? You all knew what had to be done. Please share your opinions with me in the space provided for comments below.